Stampers, Deb Valder here with Teaspoon of Fun. That's our little paper crafting shop. I'm going to bring you some inspiration today and teach you some really cute little tricks for these little gift boxes right here. They are just absolutely adorable. You know we love what we do here at Teaspoon of Fun, and we hope that comes through with what we're going to do and show you today. Sometimes you just need that cute little gift, and this really lends itself to that. Sometimes you just need something to put on somebody's desk or to say, I care. This is it. You can use these for little candies like I have here. You can use them for lip balms. You can roll up money and stick them inside there. It's for men, it's for women, it's for kids. They're just a beautiful, cute little gift box. You can put them on your holiday table if you'd like. They are just very universal. I'm going to show you how to do the box first, and then I'm going to show you how to decorate a couple of different things. So all of the little things that I've been showing you of late, all of the little gnome and snowman and Santa, they all fit on here perfectly. We will have this one in the shop very soon. Okay, this is the one we're going to debut for Valentine's Day. This one right here, I showed you how to do the little Santa mug and filled it with our little Santa candy. It's just absolutely adorable, little Santa hats. I'm going to tell you, Hershey and I have just paired up, and we have just made this the best time ever. This little snowman was the one I did, I believe, yesterday, and I filled it with candy cane kisses, and those are little peppermint Hershey kisses. This is Mr. Grinch, and he is my favorite, but he is on back order until the end of January, 2024. But I will tell you that I will be dressing him up for so many different occasions, so make sure you get him as soon as he comes in. Hit the little wish list and put him on your wish list, and we will notify you as soon as he comes back into stock. But these little guys right here go so well with our little gift box right here. They all have Grinch sayings on them, or the little pictures. These little green ones right here have sayings on them. They're just absolutely adorable. So make sure you get yours now because they're just so stinking cute. And they go very well with our Grinch little pocket right here. All right, then I have my little gnome one, and for my little gnome one, I did the little sugar cookie one. Like I said, the Hershey Kisses that are coming out now are amazing. I used our ugly sweater die for this also. Now, like I said, you can actually put in money or whatever. You can also stick in a gift card inside this little slot right here that we have, or you can take and put in a little secret message inside here too. So if you don't want to put a gift card and you only want to put something in this little guy right here, just take and put a saying or whatever you want on the inside here on a piece of cardstock and slide it right in here. It's amazing. All right, and I do mix and match these little dies right here. So let me show you a couple of them that I have that I mix and match. So this is the ugly sweater die, and all of these things on here you can take and put on here. You can put them on cards. They're absolutely card friendly. We've got reindeer, and this is the ugly sweater one. You've got Christmas trees, you've got ornaments, you've got little jingle bells. They're just so adorable. This is the Santa die, and on the Santa die, you have the little gingerbread. It's just so cute. And this one right here is the gnome die, and we have gingerbreads in there. We have some dripping coffee or whatever. These little guys right here, I also thought would be really cute to put a little packet of soup in there or a tea bag if somebody wasn't feeling good. Wouldn't that be cute? And you can do that with this little gnome die. Here is the Santa one, and that is where I got the candy cane on this one right here. So this one is actually the snowman one, but I interacted it with the candy cane from the snowman one. And of course, this is our lovely little Grinch. He's got some ornaments here and a couple of other things. Again, the ones that are out of stock, we will be getting them in at the end of January. So make sure you put them on your wish list. We will definitely, oops, I lost an eyebrow. We will definitely get those to you as soon as they come in, I promise. All right, so let's start with our little box. That's the box that we're gonna work with right here. And when I cut everything out, I just make sure that I cut out a whole bunch of them. So I have a whole bunch that I'm going to show you today. I cut them out in different colors. I put them all together, and then I have them on the ready. All right, so this is the first piece. Let me show you the pieces that we have for this die. So here are the two pieces. Now you don't even have to you don't have to add the back piece if you don't want to. You can just have the little box if you want to. You don't have to put the window in if you don't want to. There's so many options with this. It's really kind of neat. So this one right here is the backing right here. All right, that's all there is to that one. Here is the actual box right here. And then here are the little pieces to cut the things out with. So this one right here is this big square right here. And then you can either choose to do this one, or you can choose the oval one, which I'll show you in just a minute. And I thought this was more manly, so I put it on the manly sweater and put it on that circle right there. The kisses for this one right here, the word kisses comes with this die right here. All right. And then, so these two right here, that's the bigger one. And then the smaller one is the one up here. You can actually put this same one down here if you wanted to. There's so many options. All right. So those are the pieces. And then what I like to do, you know, I always like to work smarter, not harder. So what I do is you do need a piece of acetate. So I'll make sure I put that on our blog so that you can order that also. But I always cut a whole bunch of them and then just put them with my dies so that I don't have to go in. And these are actually scrap pieces that I had that I cut down because they were so tiny. So I just had them hanging around, cut them down, and now I have them ready to go. All right. So these are the two pieces that we had for the box and for the backing. And let me just show you where these guys go. Now, what you definitely want to do, okay, is to make sure that you glue this piece and this piece on before you actually cut anything out. I mean, cut this out, okay? But before you cut the window out, make sure you have this together, because once it's all together, you can't line it up. And that's a very, very huge important tip. All right, so I'm going to take and uncap my glue press, and these should be in stock pretty soon. We are just waiting for our vendor to send them to us, and we will get them out into the mail to you. So just honestly, they will be here very shortly. All right, so I'm going to take these two. Now, these are the way they line up. Now, if you want to, you can actually take and put them on the bottom also. Right here. So here's the top, here's the front, here's the bottom, but you don't have to. I just wanted to show you that you could do that. If you're not going to do it, you do want it on the top, you do want it on the bottom, all right, or on the front of it. All right, so let's just take and add our adhesive to this. And this is the precision tip, the tinier tip of the two of them. Make sure you get your corners good. All right. And that's going to go right here. Okay, and then this one, you're going to do the same thing. Make sure you get your corners. All right, and that one is going to go right here. This is the bottom. And what I love about liquid glue is that you can take and kind of manipulate it. So what I mean by that is kind of slide it around until it's nice and even. And then what I do is I take my Stampendable and just make sure that it all adheres down nicely and evenly. Perfect. All right, so that part is done, believe it or not. Now what I'm going to do is the way this one goes, okay, you want it on this side right here, so that when you're gluing it, you want the flap to be up. You want this notched part to be down here. We're going to do the same exact thing right here, just putting our glue all around the edges. Alrighty, make sure it's on your corners so nothing flies up. Okay, again, you can manipulate this because you're using liquid glue. Okay, and I love that you can do that. Alrighty, let's make sure we get everything down nice and tight. The next thing that we're going to do with this is to grab our crease tool and glue this little guy down too. All right. The most important part on this one is right here along the crease line. Okay. All right, and then just lay it down like this. Turn it over. If you don't have your stamp pendable, you really need one. They're in the shop. Remember that if you are on my YouTube channel, if you look up in the little eye above, you can get to our channel by our shop by the little eye above, or in the description below, there's a link in there also. All right, so this piece is done. This piece is done. Now what we need to do is to cut out this middle piece. So let me show you how I did that. I took this right here, and so this is where on this one I wanted to do just the oval, so that's this one right here. Okay, and then there is another one that has this really pretty little scallopy kind of thing to it. So for this one I wanted to do the oval, so all I did was and I always save these because you can use them. So all I did was just cut out this little piece right here. All right, so that is that part right there. And then the next piece, so here's this one. All right, so let's put this one together. See, I'm always working smarter, not harder. I've got a few of these little Christmas gifts that I am ready to give out as soon as we're done with these videos, because I'm showing you how fast and how fun they are. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just lay this over like this one like this, and lay that down like that. Okay, and grab this. Alrighty, now we have this one all ready to go, and this one all ready to go. Now the next thing that you need to do before you put this together, important, all right? So let me just take and put this one back. Remember I told you that there was the fancy window and then just the oval window. They both have the stitched edging, which makes it look really, really pretty. All right, so the next thing you need to do before you put this together is to put your acetate on, all right? So what I do is I just take my liquid glue, and put it around there, and then just add my acetate. And I do have the measurements for this, the sizes, on my blog, so make sure you go head on over to that. And doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see it, but there it is. All right, and the reason we put that in there is because we want to make sure that nothing falls out, correct? All right, now the next thing that you're going to do is make sure that these are all scored in. Okay, it makes it a whole lot easier after you glue it. All right, and then what you're going to do is to take your adhesive and put it right here just like this. All right, now what I do is just lay it down like this, lay this like this, and take your Stamp Pendable, and what it does, look at that. And here is your box with the little opening. Now, if you would rather have, I like to have it open. I should have told you this ahead of time. If you want to have your box open or have these on the bottom, you can also do that. But I like to have them on the top so that all they have to do is come and open it like that, and then they just take everything out. That's just a personal preference. And then what you would do is, if you wanted them to open it the other way, is that this would be your top, okay? Or this would be your top, and this would be your front part right here, and then it would open from the bottom. So that's just a personal preference. I like to have it open from the top. Now, the next thing that we need to do is to just add this little piece like this. So all we're going to do is to take our adhesive, add it like that, and here we go. We're just going to take, and what I do is make sure it's nice and even. There we go. See? Look at that. Isn't that so adorable? And our box is done. Now, all we have to do is to decorate it. So let's get on with the show. And then what these do, let me show you before I do that. And then what these do is they just fly right in here. So for this one, I'm actually, what I'm going to put on here, it would be really pretty to put the little candy cane in here, okay? Because it's silver and it's red and it's absolutely, it smells delicious, but it's absolutely adorable. So you can do one, you can do 3 if you want, you can do 4 if you want. It's totally up to you. But it does fit 4. It's just when I lay it down like this, they kind of get cattywampus. But here is our little, that's our little, so you know what? You could take and get somebody a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts is my favorite. You could get a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts gift card. And then in here, you could take and put this peppermint candy. And what they can do is they can get a hot chocolate and put your little peppermints inside there. Wouldn't that be awesome? Or take a little clove. There's so many different things you could do with this. Anyway, let's get started on decorating it. So I have all the pieces ready to put our little Mrs. Claus together. I'm going to start with the base, and I like to work my way up. So I'm going to take and use my adhesive. And put on her collar. And I matched her collar with the box. So I took it, I cut out the little background, the same as that one. All right, we're gonna add a little, remember the things that you really need. You need your pick, you need your jewel, you need your retractable pick, you need your jewel picker, and you need these, and you need this. These are the things that you absolutely need when you're using these dies. So let's start with our jewel picker here. And I'm going to grab just a little bit of glue right there and pick up my bow. Let's do the bigger side here. There we go. And I'll put some bling on that at the end, all right? And now what we're gonna do is let's go now from the top down. So the first thing I need to do is to add, let's try adding this on next. And this is the handle and her hat. Okay, just lay that right there on the top. Again, using the liquid adhesive, it just makes it so much easier. All right, so now what we're going to do is to add her hair. And she is Mrs. Claus, so she has gray hair. And that's just going to go right here. And see how they just fit in there absolutely perfect? Okay, so she's got her little gray hair. Now let's take and put on her, this is the, for her hat, this is the little brim. So I think what I might do with that is just use my thin regular foam squares. In our packs we have a small and a large, but these are the thin. And in each pack you get a small and a large. Okay, we're going to add that right to here. So that's the brim of her hat. Let's move it over just a tad bit. There we go. Alrighty, that's so adorable. All right, so now what we're going to do is, do we want to put on this next? We can do that. Let's add just on the very tip of it. We're going to add our whipped cream. And you don't even need that if you don't want to, but I think it just is so adorable. So we're going to add that. Might as well add the little pom-pom. Okay, there's our little pom-pom. All right, now let's do her face. So in here I have, well, let's do her earrings first. Okay, so let's grab, let's see, we need the backing for the earring. And then we need the uppers. So I cut out these all ahead of time. This is our silver mirror paper. And I cut the background out of black. Just going to add a couple of dots on each one of these. All right, and then I'll just pick them up with this little guy right here. There we go. Let's push that over just a bit. Okay. And here's this one. Isn't that cute? Alrighty. Now we'll take and put that on her ears, and they're going to be right exactly where an earring would be. So we'll just add. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, they're so adorable. I can't stand it. It's just adorable. All right, now let's take and put her nose on next. So what I did was I went ahead and I cut this out of white cardstock, and then I colored it with my R21 Copic marker. All right, so let's just center her nose right about here, I would say. Okay, and let's pick that up and drop that on. Okay, so cute. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is, let's do her eyes. Now that we know where her nose is, let's do her eyes. So we have to put the white underneath. So I'm going to take and put an eyeball right here. And one right here. You see how when you center something, you can kind of build around it. It just makes it a little bit easier. All right, so there's one. Here's the other. And she's got her little eyelashes going up. Isn't this so cute? All right, now we got to take and put some adhesive over here and some adhesive over here. And then let's add this one right here, and that goes right over the white one. That one's upside down. There we go. Okay, oh my goodness, isn't she so cute? All right, now we need to do her little mouth. So we're gonna do it just underneath, obviously, and this one I cut out of the same color cardstock as I did the, because we wanted some nice ruby red lips. There we go. Okay, now we need her eyebrows. And I just cut those out of the same color that I cut these out of. So these are very, 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 very tiny. So I'm just going to take and put a little bit here and add. Let's see. That one's going to go right here. And this one's going to go right here. See how fast this is? Where did it go? I lost an eyebrow. There it is. Woo! Thought I lost it. You see how fast this goes? Isn't that cute? Oh, wait a minute. I put it on the wrong one, I think. No, there we go. There we go. Goodness gracious. Alrighty, we're going to put that one right there. Oh, isn't that adorable? Okay, now what we're going to do, and this is where this precision glue press absolutely comes in so handy. Now watch the little the tiniest dots. Remember, if you ordered one of these, they're coming in any day, I promise you. I think. We thank you for your patience, but they will get here. Okay, now we're going to add them just below her eyes. And we want them to nestle into her ear. Get my little retractable pick. I told you these are two things that you absolutely have to have. Lift up her ear. There we go. Oh my gosh, isn't she so adorable? Goodness gracious, she's absolutely adorable. Okay, now we are almost done, but now we have to add our bling. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our Christmas fairy jewels, because everybody needs rhinestones, and we're going to put those right onto the middle of her earring. So now everything coordinates. There's one, and let's put her right over here. Two. Oh my gosh, aren't they adorable? All right, now what we need to finish it off, just like we did our little Mr. Santa, we need to put some fluffy stuff on her. I think besides here, because she has on hers, I'm going to put fluffy stuff onto the brim of her hat. Isn't that cute? Now remember, when we do this, we just heat it with our heat gun so that it fluffs right up. Fluffy stuff at the holidays, I mean, I use it for other things too, but at the holidays, it is an absolute must. You don't want to overheat it or it's going to look like a cooked marshmallow, but you want it to, all right, make sure you put the top on. You want to make sure that it fluffs up. It doesn't just look like a shiny thing. All right, here we go. Watch it. Ready? Ready? Here it goes. Oh my gosh, that's so adorable. And we're going to do it up here. Isn't that so sweet? Look at that, she's so cute. She just finishes off our Mr. Claus. Isn't he adorable? And I couldn't resist. This spoon is so adorable. So I'm going to put that on. Now we're going to add it to this little guy right here. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do, remember I put my little my little Starbucks in there. I'm going to take and I'm going to, I think I'll pop her up. I think that she needs to be popped. Let's grab our regular large. She's got a lot going on here, okay? We're going to take and put these, I don't want to put it down yet because my fluffy stuff is still pretty warm and I don't want it to squish, okay? So I'm just going to add a couple of these, and let's grab some of my smaller ones. For the little tail right here, okay? Alrighty, now we're going to take these off. Get these out of the picture here. Just take these little guys right off. And I think we're all good. Oh, I didn't need them on the top. I'll take those off. There she is. Now, what we can do is add whatever we want on the inside. But what I want to do with this little guy right here is to maybe stick her right, the spoon right in here. Good, good, yep. So I'll take the, I think I'll take a thin one because I don't want it to be popped up too much. So I'm just going to take a thin square, put it right here, and pop that little spoon right there. Isn't that so cute? Now what we need to do is to add our little bling right here. And I told you I was going to use the candy cane one. So I'm just going to fill this with our little candy cane Hershey Kisses. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one other little thing that I like to do, because I don't want it to go anywhere. Whoops, let's fix that. There we go. I don't want it to go anywhere before it gets to my recipient. So what I like to do is to take, these are our mini glue dots, or our small glue dots. What I do is I just put them in a tape dispenser and I grab them, and what I'm going to do, let me just show you, is to open this up. I'm going to take and put one on the top right here so nothing falls out until they get it, and then they can open it up. Okay, so just take that like that and then stick it right in here like that. There. Now nothing's going to fall out that side. And I think, nope, I didn't do it to this side, so we'll do it to this side. Just, you want to make sure that you're not going to lose the contents before you're done. Okay, put that in there like that. And we are done. Isn't that adorable? She is absolutely amazingly gorgeous. So here is Mrs. Claus, and here is Mr. Claus. Here's the one that I did for Valentine's Day. And then I did the little ugly sweater. The ugly sweater you've got to have. I mean, this is just adorable. And we're going to use this all winter long, so that's really cute. But you can put any and all of the other ones on here. These are just so easy to make, absolutely adorable. I hope you enjoyed our post for today. Make sure you give us a thumbs up. Like it, share it. We just love doing these things for you. And if we can keep you going, just let us know. You take care. Have a great day. And thank you for stopping by.